turret left alive. Can Velocity even do this? I don't know if they can find the fight. Aloha, he wants to get onto Mitchie. He doesn't have the damage though. Coldamine still alive. It's the game. Team SoloMid are your winter championship winners. What a massive series from these guys. They lost against Velocity yesterday. They came back swinging and took a 3-0 victory.
After being the winners of the Winter Championship, it definitely sets the expectations very high for us as a team. Keeping the title also is extremely motivating, like the desire to keep the title of the North American champions. But that's kind of motivation. I mean, the bar was set pretty high for us, and now we just have to rise above it again.
What's up, guys? We're here in LA, back again for the North American Spring Championships. The Vainglory scene as a whole is definitely getting a lot more competitive, not just in North America, but globally as well. I know this is the first time in the history of the Vainglory International Premier League that we have an all-Korean finals. But the North American scene as a whole is definitely getting a lot more competitive, whereas in the past we've maybe had 3 or 4 teams that could potentially win the event. Now we have all 8 teams who are all very, very talented. We've been scrimming as much as possible to prepare, but we're definitely looking forward to playing some of those top teams.
For this upcoming Spring Championships, I would say the biggest team to watch here is like HH Velocity and Phoenix Rain.
Coming into these Spring Championships, we're fairly confident, but at the same time, there are so many up-and-coming teams and new and skilled teams that we want to be careful not to be overconfident, not to misjudge the strength of any of these other teams in the tournament.
So we decided this time around that we wanted to try boot camping in preparation for the spring finals. I think that it's been going incredibly well. We've been playing double, maybe triple the amount of hours that we normally practice whenever we're at home. So I think that we've been learning a lot and growing a lot as a team. Again, just the hardest structure is the fact that we're trying to boot camp on one patch when the tournament is in actuality going to be played on a previous patch. So we've only had a little bit of scrim exposure to really prepare for the spring finals, but I think that all of our hard work is definitely going to come full circle.
It's been greatly beneficial for us. When we're together in person, we just feel like we have better synergy and we have better communication, and it really helps us focus on practice.
It's been going really well for us because we have a lot of hours to play and there's not much distraction for us, so we're pretty prepared for the spring finals.
Our first opponent for the spring finals is against NEMESIS HYDRA. HYDRA is one of the oldest teams in competitive Vainglory. Ever since I started competing, they've always been a top team, so we know that they're going to be incredibly challenging. We've watched a ton of their footage, studied their gameplay, and I think we've prepared a really solid strategy in going against them, and we just have to execute accordingly.
All right, welcome back to the 2016 North America Spring Championships, live from the Avalon in Hollywood.
The reigning North American champions against arguably one of the hottest teams in Vainglory right now in NEMESIS HYDRA. Now coming in, and now they're going to come in and look for the fight. That's a lot of damage onto Coldamine, and he is going to fall. Oh, that's a beautiful Rose offensive from Coldamine. It drags Hardek deep into the team, and he's getting focused down. Bonsi is in the middle, doing so much damage, trying to get Mixi. A Burst of Judgment does come out, but it gets blocked, and that is going to be a kill onto Mixi. Actually, will he be able to finish? That's the question. And the reflex block does come out on for Yummy Cat and Frenzy. They're doing what they can to take down Mixi. Mixi is just focusing on that turret, trying to get himself alive. One shot, one kill, doesn't connect, but the turret, or the crystal is down. But that's going to be a big fight. There comes the gauntlet. It does split up the team. A huge Dragon's Breath is melting through Team SoloMid. Bonsi picking up 2 of those kills. But however, there's going to be a gauntlet. It does get multiple stuns, and now the fight is on. You can see on the backside, Mixi is just getting burned down so quickly. He's going to fall. Meek just not able to get into this fight until it's much, much too late. And Nemesis HYDRA are going to get an ace and are going to push us to our first Game 3 of the Spring Championship.
What a turnaround. Game 1, Team SoloMid took it almost from the beginning, just simply because it was fight, 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 pressure, pressure, pressure. They were able to capitalize better than Nemesis, but this time, Bonsi, he picks himself up a 10-0-8 score. He's going to go immortal.
Game 3, the blind pick is underway. Directly in front of Bonsi.
Big breath.
The Dragon Breath is going to come out at the same time as Force the Cord, but Meek just barely staying alive long enough to get enough damage down. But see if it works out. Oh, another nice Force the Cord pulls Hardek in. He is going to get out, but it's not going to be long enough as Meek is chasing him down, picks up the kill. Bonsi is solo, one shot, one kill. Finally gets an actual kill, and that is going to be an ace. But instead, there is going to be a Force the Cord pulling Team SoloMid in. A lot of blocks coming out, but there's a Dragon's Breath. Team SoloMid are low. The Dragon's Breath gets answered by Mixi. The health bars are so low, but that's going to be the kill onto Bonsi. And Team SoloMid are cleaning house and are going to take the game and the series.
Where do you want to sit and you go to watch this? There. Okay, alright. There's like a little balcony over there that we're probably going to sit on.
I think it went out.
Day 1 went pretty well. We knew that Nemesis HYDRA was going to be a really strong team. They had a few surprise picks that we definitely weren't really expecting, but we adjusted accordingly and thankfully came out on top.
He's burning away to move the Kraken very low. Essedox on the Kraken. They can't kill the main. There's nothing time.
They are going to tilt right now. They have the momentum. They're gonna have the momentum now.
You guys ready? Fuck yeah,
Honestly, I actually think there was a slight mix of being trained last
Welcome back to the 2016 North America Spring Championships live from the sold-out Avalon in Hollywood.
Pick something other than the Kestrel, but here comes the fight. Oh, again! 2 people get hooked in! What is this? Sweet Generis turning things up a notch. A back-to-back ace after ace for KINETIC. These be careful. Oh, the scrambling misses! Oh, Game Fizzle! The gauntlet hits him! That is huge! He gets annihilated. TSM, they're gonna be able to find Sweet Generis. And the Flash X does take a lot of damage on the front line. He goes down immediately. Dragon's Breath, I don't know if it's gonna be enough as Mixi gets jumped on. T-Tigers and Game Fizzle doing the damage.
in this situation. I mean, this is KINETIC saving from what was potentially the biggest throw we've ever seen and taking the first game in this series.
KINETIC, what a performance from them.
Tori there is a wow.
That lands right onto Gabe Bizzle. Here comes the Polite Company. T-Tigers channeling that stun, finds it onto Coldemik, and Flash X gets melted. Just able to get back in time for the count to start ticking, but he's got to run away from the fight now. Here comes the Dragon Breath. T-Tigers hooked in. He's gonna surely. Oh, he doesn't find Flash. TSM with a beautiful turnaround in that fight. Flash, here comes the Dragon Breath. So they're all inside of it. Oh, that is so much damage. Everyone burns down. T-Tigers, he will fall. Minchi with the triple kill. TSM with the win. We're going to a blind pit.
And TSM, the kings of bringing it back. Once again, bring it to a 1-1 here, and they're looking to play for the series.
Oh boy, blind pick game 3 between Team SoloMid and Hammers KINETIC. It could not be any closer than this.
Didn't quite work out.
That could be bad. TSM are going to get jumped on right now. T-Tigers doing a lot of damage on the front line. Here comes the Verse of Judgment, but it's not going to land on the Mixi. Sweet Janitors needs to back away here, and Mixi still. Oh, that was dirty. Mixi coming in here with a big chunk of damage too. Gabe Bizzle, no easy way out of this one. An ace for Team SoloMid in their final game of the series. They're looking pretty unstoppable right now, Scoundrel. There's no good places for them to do that right now. They're trying to go for a flank, trying to make it happen. Here comes Attack and Pack. But look at this, TSM, they're just running the other way, buying space from Mixi, and as soon as he's safe, he's gonna turn. Here comes the Dragon's Breath. Coldemik is low, but T-Tigers can't get onto him. It does actually do some good work on T-Tigers. Oh, look at the stunner step. He's gonna find Mixi. I just lied right before that fight. KINETIC, they are back in the game. That was beautiful. That was stellar play from Hammers KINETIC. Getting chopped away at here. TSM does not want to let this anywhere near their base. Trying to bribe it back onto their side, but here comes the damaged Tigers doing some nice work on Coldemik. Minchi wanting to kite back. Dragon's Breath going out. Blocks coming out from his reflex. And actually, the Verse of Judgment maybe a bit too far back there, but it's going to be enough by 15 Tigers. He's going out the back line. Flash, he goes down. That might actually be game. We got 40 seconds on TSM. Kraken push once.
This was TSM's games to lose, and some superior flank and positioning from Hammers KINETIC.
It's deja vu from last winter. All over again.
Absolutely no idea how Hammers KINETIC pulled this one out. TSM looked dead set to win this.
So yeah, the match went into game 3 again, which is really a close game. We were so ahead in early game, and we kind of underestimated their comp for late game, and we could have played it a little bit more safer than what we did. But yeah, we lost the third game and we went down to losers bracket.
Because it was a little more unknown to which team we'd be facing. We didn't have as much time to prepare, but we definitely stayed at the venue, watched them play, studied what they wanted to do. That night we went back, watched our games back to try to pick out anything that we thought we could improve on.
I think we definitely underestimated their late game damage output a little bit, and when they came at us from a flank, we just weren't prepared to deal with it, and the damage was just not there for us to be able to kill them before they killed us. So they won out the late game team fights and they ended up winning the game.
Vainglory currently utilizes a blind pick draft for the deciding factor in a best of 3 series. This can make preparation extremely difficult. You can try and predict all you want what they're going to do, but at the end of the day, there's really no way for you to determine what they're going to play. I know it's something that Vainglory is looking to change in the future because it's definitely not the best system possible. There's no real way to practice a scenario where heroes are on both teams. A lot of times you'll end up with heroes being mirrored on both sides of the map, which is also a very strange feeling because it makes it very hard to execute a certain strategy in order to outmaneuver that other hero. We actually executed our game plan really well. We knew that they would have the advantage in the early game, and they executed that pretty effectively. They pushed us out of the jungle, but we knew that if we were able to defend our first turret and just continue to trust each other, that ultimately we were hoping that we would scale really well into the late game, and we actually ended up coming back from a deficit to, I think, get pretty close to tying the gold differential. Unfortunately, when we made a decision to start to try and push their base, they flanked us from an unsuspecting position, which really caught us off guard and kind of out of position, and ended up causing us to lose the game.
Let's get right to it. Team SoloMid, the reigning champions, in an epic rematch against NEMESIS HYDRA, the number 7 seed, but that is extremely misleading. It is Mixi, Call the Meek, Flash X against Hardic, Von C, and Lost Boy Top.
Maybe looking for that force to cord. Oh, that's going to be Flash actually with the attack of the pack coming in from behind. Multiple board barrage dances over that fight. Flash and Hardic eating a lot of damage, but Cole finds the first kill. Von C dropping low. TSM, they found the fight they needed. Oh, will they come out?
They're going for Hardic. Going for Hardic.
How long are they going to wait? Cole
Hardic
dips out, attack the pack coming out. Hardic, he's on the opposite side of the fight, but Mixi, has he found him?
No.
Hardic dancing around. Mixi getting pretty low, but so is Hardic. They're trading back and forth. Big burst gonna come out, landing the stun. Flash is low, Mixi's low. TSM's falling apart. Cole the Meek, he's gonna go down. NEMESIS HYDRA are doing it. Are they gonna get the ace? They've got the crack and a second ace.
Target, they waited way too long.
How do you can't stop these guys right now. They're not coming up in time.
No, this
NEMESIS HYDRA, phenomenal series here.
It gives them that distance and that space for
Whoa,
to be in that back.
it's a saw, boy.
Saw? Why? Like, what? When? Where? Like, this is the first one. We talked to all these teams and they said, yeah, Saw's a threat. Yeah, we're going to be banning Saw. Yeah, we can actually play Saw. And finally, it actually just happens. And it's on tournament life for TSM. So Team SoloMid pushing in. Von C's come back. He has level 6.
Oh, Von C is here. It looks like it could be bad for TSM. Flash is low. Mixi, it could be an easy kill if they're able to, but he's stunned.
One shot.
The roadie run.
Gets
it. It's the Eagles. Von C.
Landing on a Hardic really sealed the deal on that fight.
Deathwood bumps down. Who's going to get the gold mine? Oh, it's Saw that actually grabs it. The one-shot, one kill did come out. There's the two-man force to cord. How will it follow Hardic? He wants Mixi. He dips in. Oh, Lost Boy the gauntlet, but there's nothing to come out of that. And Team SoloMid, they take 2, get the gold mine, and that is a huge swing in their favor.
Yeah, this is it. Team SoloMid bringing back the Saw on tournament life. A little bit more of a fight Saw, just like Playoff Beard said, and I think it worked out tremendously well because this Kraken has now sealed the deal. It is another Game 3 here on the Championship Center.
This is it. Which team is advancing to the semis? Which team is going home? We're gonna find out right now.
It is going to be the double Kestrel, double Scarf, double Fin matchup. It's pure mirror.
This is ridiculous, and I love it.
Actually figured out who's going to drop here. Look at Von C. He's going to find. Oh, Flash went to a little bit forward, a little bit more forward. He gets him.
Oh, what a play!
He's getting the
Von C. No fear.
He does not. You can look for it.
That's the force accord. They got Hardic, but the reverse force accord back in. It's Hardic down. They look for more.
Von C got the double.
Ace! My goodness, NEMESIS HYDRA!
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I felt they could have engaged right there. Hardic was out of position.
There it is.
Now they throw it. It's not going to land. Flash is going to front line. Where does he? Hardic eating a lot of damage. Dragon Breath wound up by Mixi. Can they turn it back? Hardic, he's going to wind up his own, and they turn it back on the TSM. Oh! Whoa! Lost Boy 2 kills, 3 kills. Lost Boy Top is a god. Finds the ace. They can take Kraken. They can take turrets. Whatever they want.
Hardic needs to stay in the back line of
No,
this fight.
didn't it?
Oh, Flash missing the force to court. Lost Boy starts it off with a flight company. Gets his own. Mixi and Lost Boy's pretty low. Hardic winding up that Dragon Breath. He's gonna go in, but don't go in too deep. Lost Boy, he's still alive. All these guys trading damage back and forth. Kraken still just chunking through the turret. Von C, he's the last one standing.
Gets
That's
one.
an ace for TSM. It looks like they're going to be able to take down this Kraken,
Yeah,
but it will be the exposed crystal. And with that, TSM still in the game, but it's a desperate situation.
Hey, this is how Light Shield going. Hardic just has the number.
One shot.
Oh, wow, that hit.
Ooh, man, that's a third of his health right there. Now Lost Boy's online for his team. He'll eat that one shot, one kill out of full. But Flash trading with Lost Boy. Hardic poking from
Here comes the breath.
Wind up that Dragon's Breath, moving in forward. Lost Boy, a lot of damage, but he's not down. The same thing as last time. Full very low. Hardic lands the Spitfire. That Destructive Camo calls down. Can't handle the AoE right there. Mixi's low as well. Is this going to be the end of Team SoloMid's
no
run?
fear, no fear.
Fonzie wants him. Is he going to get him one more auto attack? There it is. And NEMESIS HYDRA are going to move forward and secure game number 3 in a pretty stylish fashion.
World-class team, our previous North American champions and the number 2 seed goes home on day number 2 into the 5th, 6th.
Overall, no, you guys played really well. I think some of the drafts. Yeah, some of the drafts. I thought it was a good series. They definitely played well. It was good. We could have played better in the first game. Yeah, the first game, right? I think the first game the draft played better. Well, but it was a really close game. I do feel like you should have won that series, though.
It was a super even game. Unfortunately, they just executed it a little bit better than we did, and we did not come out ahead of that series.
We definitely respect them as a team, and I respect them as individual players, and I'm not too ashamed of being knocked out of the tournament by them. We worked really hard, but it ended up just not ending up being enough.
We didn't really have too much to say about it other than, you know, it sucks, but I do think that we have really high aspirations for the future.
I was definitely really down on myself. I was disappointed that, you know, we couldn't come out ahead in this tournament. We couldn't win. But, you know, after some thinking, you know, it's really hard to win every tournament and every game. So we've had a really good run, and we're going to continue going, and, you know, there's more tournaments to come.